Let's talk about Charlamagne, because apparently Charlamagne out here getting mad at y'all because y'all not going over to the Netflix, speaking of Netflix, to watch they tired ass The Breakfast Club. Because remember, the other day, Jess, he not hilarious, jumped on social media, was talking about how like, yeah, that they could post little things on their social medias, but since they went and signed the deal with the devil, and for this part, it is Netflix, and I like Netflix, but nobody's quiet as it's kept. Nobody's going to Netflix to watch a podcast. So, um, Charlamagne went over there, chased the bag, got greedy, and now the shit backfiring. And he goes and of all people, tossing that bitch ass Andrew Scholes over the fact that y'all not watching The Breakfast Club on Netflix, when in fact people were liking their podcast and stuff, no matter if it's clips or the whole show. Because he even brought that up in the thing too. And he went to the whole thing and he watching clips. Does it fucking matter? Because you're posting stuff up on your page and people are commenting in the thing. And I think what people love about YouTube versus Netflix is the fact that there's interactions, there's engagement with a lot of the viewers on YouTube. Y'all see when I'm doing this show, after every segment, which is why the show goes longer than it needs to, is that on the right hand side, y'all can see on the screen, there's comments and stuff in there. Once I'm done with the comment, once I'm done with each topic, I go to the comments and I'm having a conversation with a lot of you guys that are watching the show, and y'all are conversing amongst yourselves. And I think that's what people love about YouTube, is that there's a community engagement versus if you go to Netflix, we go into Netflix because we want to just watch a movie or watch a TV show or Netflix and chill, whichever tickles your fancy. That's why we go to Netflix. We ain't going to there for no damn podcast. We go to Spotify, we go to Apple, or we go to YouTube for the podcast experience, not Netflix. But here's Charlamagne, Miss Charlene, up in here over there with Miss Scholes, bitching and moaning because y'all not watching their stuff or watching his stuff over there on the Netflix, because he chased the bag and now the shit done backfired. Now I do have the clip of when him yapping about, him bitching. So we're gonna play this clip and then we're gonna come back and talk. Please hold.
Netflix. And the crazy thing that's funny, the funny thing to me is like people will be like, I'm not watching Breakfast Club on Netflix, but then you constantly tweeting about the America's Next Top Model doc. You constantly tweeting about Stranger Things. You constantly tweeting about the Diddy doc, whatever the fuck it is.
What you said though, it's like change is always going to be tricky, and people are going to be frustrated with change, and eventually they'll adjust to it.
And a lot of it is just narrative, Andrew. People, somebody will get online, create a narrative, put something in somebody's head, and then everybody will run with it.
No way.
Yes.
When has that happened ever? I can't fathom that even exists.
I'm just saying, it happened. So now everybody's like, yeah, I agree. But no, I just want everybody to ask one simple question to themselves. What are the viewership numbers on Netflix? And it's not just for Breakfast Club. This is for Joe and Jada. This is for Chelsea Handler. This is for, anybody that's over there. Bill Simmons. What are the numbers on Netflix?
They're not going to tell you.
Now, when you get the numbers on Netflix, then we can have an honest conversation on whether this is working or not. And by the way, if it don't work, I will be the first to tell y'all.
Yeah.
Cause I want us to win. If sometimes we got to be the first over the hill to see what's over there, cool. But I'll be the first to tell you if it don't work.
Yeah.
Yeah, he full of shit. First of all, he won't tell you if it's working or if it's not working. Because if you was, then you wouldn't be on social media bitching and moaning over the fact that nobody's watching The Breakfast Club on Netflix. And number two, if you want to know what the numbers are, how about you give a phone call and get Ted Sarandos on the phone and ask him what the goddamn numbers are, since he's the one that is the co-CEO of Netflix. Why don't you ask him what the numbers are and all that other stuff? So what you need to be mad at is Jess Hilarious running her mouth and putting y'all tea on blast, and you getting mad at us because it's like, yeah, first of all, I done forgot all about The Breakfast Club. I don't watch y'all. I watch Ebro and them over there on YouTube, and I watch other shit. I never really watched The Breakfast Club like that. I would watch like little clips of the interviews, whatever the case was. But because I got a bunch of bumbling idiots on that damn channel, I pretty much never really cared. Like DJ Envy is the dumbest Virgo I've ever seen on TV. Don't even get me started on that man in a dress, Jess Hilarious, and dumbass Charlamagne with all that damn grease on his face. So I don't particularly care for them over there. But I was trying to see, what are the people saying in the comments? since he want to run his mouth. And this is academics who posted this video. So they said, nobody turning on Netflix to listen to radio shows or podcasts. Come on, bruh. Another person said, nobody turning on Netflix to watch The Breakfast Club. Another person said he wouldn't be addressing it if it wasn't affecting him, which is what I literally just said. Another person said, did he just compare? Oh, that's another thing too. How the hell you gonna compare your dumbass podcast to some goddamn Stranger Things and the Top Model situation? First of all, those were shits we like to watch. So yeah, sir, when we going over there and we watching America's Next Top Model, the docuseries, or Stranger Things, or whatever the case is, the reason why we're tweeting about those shows is because when we go to Netflix, that's what we're expecting when we go over there. We're expecting those type of programs and stuff to be on those streaming services. So we're gonna go there and we're gonna watch those, and then based off of what's happening on the docuseries or Stranger Things or One Piece or whatever show that's coming out over there, we're gonna tweet about it. You just haven't gotten it through your head that Netflix is trying to compete with YouTube. Even Ted Sarandos has said this in interviews recently, where he's like, don't sit and underestimate YouTube as just the network, I mean, the channel that just posts cat videos, which we haven't even looked at YouTube in that way in decades. So I don't know why people still just resort to that as kind of like the comparison with the cat video. Like, YouTube ain't been about cat videos in over a decade plus. But he said, yeah, they're a force to be reckoned with. Even Ted Sarandos recognizes, hence why a lot of people trying to compete with TikTok and all these other things. And it's like, because YouTube now trying to turn itself into TikTok. And it's like, we already have a TikTok. Let TikTok be TikTok, regardless of the Ellisons have stake in it. Let TikTok be TikTok, YouTube be YouTube, Netflix be Netflix. Stop trying to copy and take things that other people are doing and trying to incorporate it to your thing to draw those people over to your shit. You need to come up with more creative ideas. And a lot of them thought by signing you to an exclusive situation that that was going to get eyes on the situation. And my thing is this: if Netflix came to me tomorrow and gave me a deal and was like, we want you to exclusively do your podcast on Netflix, I'm turning it down, because I'm like, I don't want to be exclusive to one thing. I got to be able to put my eggs in multiple baskets. I can't put my egg in one basket. I don't care how much money you offer me, because I'm like, the money would be great and all, but YouTube has always been my foundation. And yeah, when TikTok, before it got taken over by them damn Zionists, the Ellisons, and I decided to get rid of it, I was getting a lot of traction over there on TikTok, but I'm not on TikTok no more. So now I just post things on this channel specifically. And if you want to see certain clips of certain topics that I deem that I want to get more engagement, I'll post it to my Instagram and I'll post it to my Facebook, and that's it. Those are the only three places you can go to get my content. But for the most part, if you want the long form videos, you have to come over here to YouTube. And my thing is this is a deal you made, and these are the repercussions of that deal. Nobody is going to Netflix to watch a goddamn Breakfast Club. No shade. I'm sorry. And if you're mad about that, then you only have nobody to blame than yourself. So for you to sit up in here and compare your podcast on Netflix, watching and commenting on shows like America's Next Top Model stuff, you can't be this goddamn obtuse. But then again, I don't put nothing past Charlamagne, because Charlamagne ain't the brightest tool in the shed. You know, all that man that make all that money and all this stuff and thrived on being controversial, he's not the brightest. And we've come to that conclusion. And like, taking political advice from him is like listening to sucker ass Smith give political advice, which neither one know anything about. So thank Wendy Williams for your career, because if it wasn't for her, we wouldn't even know who the fuck Charlamagne is. So, like I said before, Ted Sarandos wants to compete with YouTube. That's why he got into the whole podcasting thing. But like I said before, nobody's going to. And plus, on top of it, let's not forget this before I forget. The difference between YouTube and Netflix, I mean, yeah, you have the option to pay for YouTube, but you also get the free one. Yes, it works my root canal nerve that I have to deal with the ads and stuff with YouTube, but I'm already paying for enough streaming services, which I'm not doing. Why I'm not doing the premium. Plus, on top of that, I've heard that if you're a content creator and you do get the premium, you can't really check all the numbers and everything in regards of like your, if you're a YouTuber, podcast, or whatever the case is. So that's why I keep it free. That's another reason, because it has crossed my mind of wanting to do the premium thing with YouTube. But for the most part, you have the option. You can watch you can watch my show for free and choose to donate to a via super chat or whatever the case is, or become a member. Like there's options there. Whereas Netflix, people out here are struggling. We are about to end up in a depression and a recession because we have a fucking idiot who y'all decide to vote for again in the goddamn White House that has been bankrupt 6 times. And y'all think somebody who went bankrupt 6 times knows about how to make money for a lot of people. He know how to make money for his rich friends, but the rest of us is out here struggling. So if y'all really thinking that people going to be out here and using the little bit of money they got that they're trying to survive on to go to pay for a Netflix subscription, or subscription to watch The Breakfast Club, sir, y'all really need to read the room a lot more. But like I said, rich man, not so bright. So I say all of this to say, what do you guys think of this story? Do you feel like Charlamagne is literally with him bitching and moaning to Andrew Schultz of all people about the fact that people complaining that his show that The Breakfast Club is now exclusively on Netflix, is complaining because y'all not watching his show and y'all don't have exclusive access to it because it's not on a free network like YouTube? So whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments down below.